Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for episode 3 of Kerbal Space Program. So I wanted to show you guys me spending the science, but we kind of had a crash. As it turns out, you should not modify your audio settings mid-flight. Word of advice, just a little word of advice there. But we did unlock advanced rocketry for radial mount liquid engines, fuel tank from this year, general rocketry, general construction. One of which is the launch stability enhancer. That's hilarious. That's basically like a launch tower. A strut connector. Struts are very important. They allow you to connect two pieces together without necessarily like gluing them. That allows a better radial decoupler, I guess. And a tricoupler. That's interesting. Tricoupler basically has one input on the top and 3 outputs on the bottom. So you can get cool little things like that. We could get survivability here, and I'm thinking I'm going to. It doesn't give me anything, but I have a strange feeling I know where it leads. Science tech. Well, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Oh, maybe it was. Battery packs. There we go. Self-contained laboratory. Ever wondered what happens when 0G? Ooh, that'll be useful for getting science. Comms. Fully deployable communication down from this. One stone. Occasional antenna tweaking is main assembly may be required for optimal performance. Okay. So yeah, that's important. We're going to need science tech as soon as we can. But I've managed to get us general rocketry. And with that, I unlocked the Rocco Max fuel boosters, which are these gigantic hunking things. These are solid, of course, which means once I fire them, there is no going back. And I kind of had this ship already designed before the game crashed. It was on the launch pad and everything. Just about ready to take off. Just wanted to lower the sound a little bit. Then the game crashed. Such a sad tale. I've lowered the ship volume now, so it's alright. It shouldn't crash, I hope. KSP's a little unstable. But basically, I'm going to run you guys through it here. The first stage, once we immediately come off the launch pad, will be these 6 firing. The problem is I'm kind of worried about the stability of this without struts. I really need those to make sure this is stable. But eventually I can then detach them with these decouplers here. These 6 decouplers will launch those away, followed by the next stage being 6 more of these. These I'm not worried about the stability of. They're directly glued onto some things called radial decouplers. You'll note them in there. Radial decouplers act like these stack decouplers I showed you before, but they're on the side, so that allows me to hook things onto the side and drop them off later when they say empty out. By this point, I'm hoping we'll be well outside the atmosphere, and I can, with any luck, establish an orbit and hopefully collect some data while we're at it, and hopefully come back out of the orbit. That's really about the best I can hope for. So let's select some crew here. We're going to take Jebediah off this. Oh, well, sucks for the other guy. He apparently died. You're courageous and you're not dumb. You're perfect for this mission. I chose the guy who's really courageous and really dumb. I have no idea what the stats affect, but who knows. I don't want Jeb to die. He's one of the original 3 guys. That's why they wear orange suits as opposed to white. The original 3 are basically just the guys that you had before you could choose crew members. So yeah, this is basically it. And you know, you got the decoupler and the general science stuff up here. All right, let's clear it. Whatever. I had one on the launch pad already, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so hopefully everything will go okay. Oop. You were panicking for a second there. Alright. So, stability of this rocket is not necessarily guaranteed. Let's hope. I have the SAS on. I don't know how well it's going to hold. I have very little steering control when I have solid fuel boosters fired. I get a little more control with liquid fuel, at least. But anyway, these should hopefully... it's stable. I'm actually very happy about that. No explosions. We are indeed moving upwards and gaining speed. Once we drop the first set of boosters, the second set of boosters probably carry us to orbit, I'm hoping. I need to step in here. This I can see it leaning a little bit. Hang in there. I don't have enough control right now. Okay, I need to get back on track. Okay, come on here. Alright, SAS, take over for me. And hopefully... yeah, this is good. SAS is fighting. SAS is fighting. You can see the controls here. I'm not actually pressing any buttons. Might be the remains of something, I don't know. This might be the remains of my other spacecraft. You didn't guys get to see the launch. Alright. Well, we're still going at least upwards. I'll count that as a win for now. Stability was never particularly guaranteed. I really would have liked if we were bending the other way, because of how the planet works. You'll notice that eventually this will change. See, we're not actually... Orbit means not relative to the surface. Alright, they're gone. That's fine. We're moving up into the upper atmosphere. SAS off. I'm taking control. Yeah, we are moving incredibly quickly. If I check our... Oh, God. Okay, I need the SAS so I can check the map and get info on what's going on here. Okay, our apoapsis is 121,000. Alright. Huh? Ooh, I can add a maneuver. What's this? Kerbal apoapsis. I'll want a forward burn. Oh. Yeah, how much is it going to take me to get in orbit? That's a huge... let's decrease that a little. 240. 196. I'll explain this in a moment. The periapsis is 113. I think we got... I can't go below 70,000 on that. 103. 92. 86. 84. 71. Alright, we'll call that. Alright, so what this is this is the orbit. Or what I think it means is what I plan to have as an orbit. Oh crap, we're approaching our periapsis. 1 minute. Okay, I've got to work fast. The periapsis is the lowest point in our orbit. The apoapsis is the highest point in our orbit. Or suborbit, depending on situations. Alright, so that's that. How long do we have to prepare for the maneuver? Okay, estimated burn not available. Interesting. SAS off. Node soon. I don't think we have enough fuel then. I don't think it thinks we have enough fuel. That's troubling. Estimated burn is not available. That's not what I wanted to hear. I'm trying to move us into position to burn. Node in. Alright, so I'm thinking that's when I'm supposed to start the burn. At least that would be the plan. I'm going to start at 10 seconds early. Let's begin throttling up. Oh, there we go. Interesting. SAS, control. I'm just going to start the burn now. It's a little early, I know, but whatever. Estimated burn 1 minute 40 seconds. We do not have enough fuel for this. There's no way we have anywhere near enough fuel. We're going down. I waited way too long for this, I think. SAS off. I need to... No. I need to bring on the line. That should help us a little more. We are still, I suppose, okay, but, you know, I do need to try and keep us a little higher. We're doing okay. We might actually have enough fuel for this. I am pleased. How's this going? I'm going to be impressed if I manage to make a friggin' orbital here. This burn thing actually helps. It's supposed to be targeting that. What I'm going to do is cut the throttle completely. There's a quick button for that. SAS off. It wants me to be targeting downwards, which is strange as that seems. That's fine. What I'm going to do now is just target here. It'll be more efficient. Because I'm not necessarily going for precision burn. I'm not trying to do anything precise. I'm just trying to get a orbit. So being as close to the 9-degree mark just means more delta force, which is, this way. And should help hopefully build the orbit a little quicker. I'm not too worried about getting any exacts here. I just want my periapsis to be above 70,000. If it's above 70,000, I call it good. Periapsis is 79,000. Good enough. I'm not too worried then. We are technically in orbit, gentlemen. We are technically in orbit. I just pressed orbit map. I have no idea what I just did. Oh god, what's the camera doing? Easy does it. Alright, so we're in orbit. We can, in fact, sit here if we wanted to and just orbit the planet for an extremely long time. How do I go about removing this? Yeah, remove it. We've got a stable orbit here. It's not precise, but it's fine. 12 minutes. So our orbit time's only about 30 minutes, and we're just barely outside the atmosphere. That's great. I've actually successfully got us in orbit. And this is only, what, my third attempt at anything? Actually, as far as things go, that ain't bad. I'll take it. Right. How do I get this camera around here? There we go. SAS. No, wait, that's RCS. Whoops. SAS. Okay, SAS off. Let's move her around here. I just like being faced away from the planet. It doesn't really change. It is going to change anyway, but whatever. Okay. No, I do not want to be rolling around here. Alright. So there's our hatch. Observe the mysterious goo. Alright, keep the data. What do we got in terms of... Yeah, electricity's not good. So if I want to do anything, should probably be now. Anything I may wish to transmit back here? Probably not. Observations. It's very useless. Observation about the space just above Kerbal's water. Keep the data. Alright, how long until we're, over land, I guess, is what I want. Well, Kerbals are on a ladder. How far until we're, oh, well, whatever, let's get back in. It's just above Kerbal's water. How long until we're over land? Let's see. Got some coming up there. Throttle's down so we can speed up. Ooh. Okay, I have no idea how long until we're over land. We'll get another EVA report there. But, alright. We don't seem to be losing electricity, at least. And we don't seem to be dying without oxygen. That's good. Closing in on the periapsis. Any island in a storm, I suppose. I don't know if we are going over any land at all. Ever, so... Like I said, I'll take whatever I can get here. Where's the planet? I'd like to be able to see what's below us. I'm going to take an EVA now. Just above Kerbal's shores. Alright, keep the data. And head back in. So I got it over the island. That's good. That's something. I think we're just going to keep going. The orbit isn't decaying. We're completely outside the atmosphere. So there's no resistance. Oh, hey. Here's some actual land. Are we actually going to go over it? Yeah, alright. Let's get some sciencey data here. Alright, we're over land now, so... EVA report. Kerbal's grasslands. Scientific value 8. Keep the data. Just above Kerbal's grasslands, stored. Okay. So, That's good. We already observed some goo up here, so not really useful. We also observed goo in the... That was the upper atmosphere, so we're going to observe some goo here in this middle atmosphere next. Honestly, I should just hit goo up in both atmospheres. Probably would be better. We'll see. Anyway. That's a fair bit of data we've got here. Wonder if we get any different data for being at night. Let's find out. Ooh, we got some more land here. You know? Alright. Oops. Hit the mic a little. Let's do an EVA report here. Kerbal's Highlands. We'll take it. I figured that terrain looked different. So, let's get in. Alright, good job. We got EVA report from above Kerbal Highlands. That's what I like. I'm interested to see if there's anything neat at night. Okay. So, EVA here. Okay, we're not actually at night, but it's something. EVA report. Above Kerbal's Highlands. Keep the data. And get back on. I wanna... Cannot store experimentals. Dump it. We don't need it. I'm just gonna see if there's anything for basically at night, like actual night. Like if we get different EVA reports for being at night. Whatever. About the situation. I suppose we could transmit the data. No comm devices on this vessel cannot transmit data. Dump the experimental, whatever. Do we have any electricity left? We do. Could I transmit some stuff? Transmit whatever the hell I can, I suppose. Actually, yeah, if I want to be able to store the experimentals. What I need to do is actually start transmitting. Alright, begin transmitting data. Warning, not enough electric charge. That's fine, because we need to get out of this orbit. So what we're going to do is spin around here. Now this is the direction we're coming from. The other side is... Oh, God damn it, going right past it. Let's just sail right past, why don't we? Oh dear. I cannot slow this down in the slightest. I need SAS's help. And this sphere we're passing right here is the direction we're heading. That's pretty simple, actually, in how it goes. I should wait until I'm close to my periapsis for this. Abort. Okay. Brakes. We have brakes and lights and gears. What? Well, we don't have any electricity. I guess that might be for rovers or something. Seems more like it. I went right past the place I wanted to be anyway. Well, either way, we can't do it now. We need to wait until we are close to our apoapsis, the highest point of our orbit. It's very important, because that's the best way to save fuel. It's just something to get in a good habit of. Doesn't really matter, but, you know. Okay, we're coming up on the apoapsis in 2 minutes. Alright, about 30 seconds I'll come out of it. Yeah, warning, not enough electric charge. We'll get some electricity back when I begin the burn. Okay, 1 minute. Alright, we'll slow her down here. And come out here. What I mean by this is we need to get this back. It's in an orbit and will never come down. So the only way to get it back... I need to... Hello? It is no longer responding to my commands. This is troubling. Very troubling. Oh, I'm out of electricity. The SAS requires electricity. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so I can't do it at the apoapsis. The good news is I think I have enough fuel anyway. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to have to do it when we cross through this little point here. Remember, this is the direction we're coming from. So... I want to do it as close to this as possible. This will slow me down and hopefully collapse my orbit until we are inside the atmosphere. It's not ideal by any means. It's fuel inefficient, but the SAS is powered by electricity, which I no longer have any of. So we're going to be throttling up. It should generate us energy, and a lot for the SAS to use it. Okay. We're transmitting. Transmit it all. I do not know if we're going to be able to land this. It's part of my problem. Okay, we have more than enough. Alright. Not enough electronic charge. Stop transmitting. Abort the transmission. Alright, so those are closed again. Yeah, we kind of have no orbit anymore. SAS can turn off, doesn't matter. Alright, so the orbit is gone. So, with that in mind, as I do... Yeah, it actually takes energy to do this. So what we're going to do is... separate. Ooh. Alright. I don't really care how we're facing as we come in. Doesn't really matter. Alright, we're going to close you, please. Rename vessel. Yeah. Reaction wheels operational. Very good. Alright, so we don't need any electric power while idle. That's good. But now we are coming inside the atmosphere here. Very quickly. I'm going to want to do goo observations in the middle atmosphere and the heavy atmosphere. Observe mystery goo. Okay, keeping data. Whoops. Discard data. Once we're in the heavy atmosphere. Deploying the parachute too early, by the way, can cause it to break. Alright, so we're in the heavier atmosphere. Jiggles and wobbles as the craft flies. Keep the data. Very good. Okay. I'm good with this. Don't really need, any SAS for the landing sequences here. I think this should be okay as the time. Took a little damage. We're okay. Still holding. Slowing down. Slowing down. Hopefully it doesn't drop us. I'm worried it may. Don't drop us. Please. Please don't drop us. Oh god, we're doomed. We're doomed. Oof. Okay. Parachute fully deployed. Oh, I don't think... Oh, that was the rest of the craft there. Just kind of exploded on impact. Very good. Let's finally lay it down. We got a long way to go. We're going very slow here. Got a long way to go before we hit splash. Yeah. There we go. A couple seconds now. Okay. This means that the craft will be recoverable. And the data we got. Perfect. Alright. And this took a full 50 minutes. This was one heck of a mission. But we got an orbital. Which I hopefully means the recovery of an orbital craft should hopefully be worth something decent. In terms of science, I'm hoping. The suborbital was actually like 15 or something. It's pretty good. Yes, I would love to recover that vessel. Mystery goo. Recovering a vessel returned from Kerbal orbit. Plus 10 science. Cool. What does this data gathered actually mean? And data value? I don't know. But... like, I look at that and say, it's gotta be 10. Data value 0.7, so... data gathered 10, data gathered 10... I think I get it. These two are multiplied together. So 1 and 10 is 10. 10 and 0.7 is 7. That's 0.31 there. Either way, we earned 20 science on this mission. It's definitely something decent. Hopefully, we can get some more scientific instruments soon. But I did successfully get us an orbital craft. That's, better than usual. The rest of this stuff's all 45, huh? Alright. Well, one thing I think I want to do is, Well, we're gonna try and get a lunar orbit. Not, well, this mission is going to be a suicidal no return, I can tell you that now. But taking the goo out into, like, lunar orbit would be awesome. I should probably get, like, a Sputnik thing. I don't have those yet, though. Before I do that, oh well, I'm going to be ending this episode here. Heck of a mission, did well, but I'd like to thank everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.